Was this your best week ever?
Best week ever.
29,000 in annual premium.
Ooh.
Not bad. Chris is a good student of the APOC system. So we start from a level, we work our way up. Chris learned, I don't want to say a better way, but another way to sell life insurance. So Chris, if you'd like to walk everyone through the story on what exactly happened, so that everyone could feel just as I did, your amazing experience.
Gotcha. So, with the client who I had, we was talking about just that one client that helped me get to that, or the overall week?
What was your biggest premium of all the sales that you had that week?
17,000.
So let's talk about the $17,000 one.
Mm-hmm.
What happened there?
So with that policy, how it worked was the guy who I went to meet with had an annuity set up last year, and his biggest concern was taking his money out from the stock market. So he rolled his 401k into an annuity, and when I met with him, his goal was that he wanted to have insurance for his family in case something happened. I was able to discover that he had mortgages. He had 4 rental properties, and then the 5th mortgage was his home. So with that, I was able to really find the need, which was 1, not leaving liabilities on his family, but 2, leaving his wife in a much better financial place than where she would have been without, you know. So now we set them up with, he still has a little bit of money in his 401k. He still is putting money towards Social Security. He still has an annuity. And also we set him up with a permanent program. So he has a face mount in case he passes away. I believe $600,000 would be paying out to his spouse. But he also has the cash value that he will accumulate. So what we did was, I knew that because this wasn't something I've done before, but I wanted to see if it was possible, I called one of our guys that, anytime I need help, my people give me that resource. They help me out.
Jesse, appreciate you.
Jesse,
fam.
yeah. All right.
Keep going.
Yeah.
So I gave Jesse a call, pretty much gave him a rundown of what it is that we were trying to accomplish. And from that point, I got Jesse on FaceTime. Introduced him to my clients, explained to him again what is it that they wanted to accomplish. We were able to really identify the need, but also be able to find a program that would suit their need and the amount of money they would like to be putting in towards the policy. So Jesse explained to them how, because of them setting up an annuity a year before, it was really smart of them, because now it's pretty much a funnel where you can move the money safely from the 401k, from getting heavily taxed, to the annuity, to having the annuity pay for the permanent program. So we were able to explain to him the value of having the annuity but not taking more than the 10%. We were explaining to him about the 401k, how he's getting matched, and it's important that he still put up to the amount that he's being matched, because free money is free money. And then we showed him what it would be like with him having that permanent program, where he will be able to also build more cash value for retirement. So when we got this all set up, I was able to pull up the illustration on their TV. They had a 4K TV. We went through the whole illustration through FaceTime, explained everything, was able to get any of their questions or concerns answered at that time. And from there, we pretty much found what is the sweet spot. So we showed them the illustration. They were very happy with it. I got all the application signs. I got the voided check, everything right then in the house. And the only thing that we're waiting on right now is just to hear back from the company.
Fantastic. Unbelievable. Some would say someone having that many houses, so having that many mortgages, and so many different needs are going on, it may be hard to target down one exact thing that you wanted to do. How was it that you were able to do that?
It came down to really relating with them, but also asking good questions. So I was able to realize that the mortgage was a big concern, but at the end of the day, the mortgages were still bringing in income. So when you look at it, they have income coming in. So the biggest concern was either if they pass away, the debt of the house would be left to the spouse, or the fact that they wouldn't have any money for their final expenses, which is like funeral costs and any outstanding debts, pretty much. So with that, that's when I discovered those two main needs. But I called Jesse to see what would be the best fit to touch first, because them having money set away, getting ready for the Social Security, the 401k, and the annuity. So they already had it. So in case, let's say, unexpectedly something happened, they will be able to draw money, at least pay for the like funeral costs, just because they can take up to 10%, and the annuity itself was right under $500,000. So 10% in the first year, God forbid something happened, they can touch that money. So what we did at that point was try to figure out the next primary priority, I would say. And with this was leaving that debt of the house, because the house was about $120,000. So obviously, if you were to draw from the annuity, you would get penalized if something were to happen. So that's where we would be able to move the money from the annuity to the actual IUL program, the permanent program, and be able to actually fund it that way. So they're technically not coming out of pocket for their insurance program, and at the same time, they're still building their family's wealth.
Wow. Now, just last year, he was getting the hang of selling final expense. My man is writing big IULs, he's writing annuity cases. Chris, I gotta ask, what's next on your list of where you're gonna grow in your business?
So my biggest goal right now is really just building what I'm currently already learning, which is just showing other people how to do what I'm doing. I already got to the point in the final expense arena where I'm very confident with what I'm doing. I would say the two biggest goals is, one, just help really building my team and really focusing on them, but two, being able to transition out the field to be able to learn more about other products, so that I'm able to still go out in the field and try something different, maybe selling bigger whole life policies, maybe learning more in depth on why people go use IULs over whole life policies or vice versa, and even understanding, how to do more estate planning. But my biggest goal, more than really learning those products, is really just building my team, because the final expense arena is really the easiest way into the insurance world, just to really get someone going. But I'm at the level where now it's time for a new challenge.
Nice.
So,
Nice, man. How many appointments do you have a week typically?
recently I haven't been at the top of my game. So I would say within the last 6 weeks, I've been averaging between 20 to about 27 appointments on average in the last 6 weeks. There was probably 1 or 2 weeks in those 6 weeks where I had 30, maybe 31, but I haven't been at that 30 to 40 appointment range in a while.
What's stopping you?
Just me being really just lazy.
Okay.
Yeah. Once I get to a certain number, it's like I have a certain tolerance of how much people I can talk to, and
Okay.
when I get to that number, it's like it's like, all right.
Hey, you put up 10,000 every week. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. And you're doing it right. You're not taking in 10 agents at a time. You're training one agent. You're putting your time and your effort to give the agent what they always needed and no one else was going to give them, that good one-on-one attention.
Yeah.
They're not learning it from any videos. They're not learning it from someone doing on a conference call. They're getting hand-to-hand direct attention from you. And as long as they do what you do, they'll have your success, right?
Big facts.
Yeah.